Hey guys, it's Sithlore. Today I wanted to talk about the Hex spell, which summons a shaman, which turns things into chickens for about 12 seconds. And the advantage of the chickens is twofold. The first aspect is that they'll take an additional 10% damage. The second aspect is because they're turned into chickens, they can't attack. So let me actually get rid of my enchantress for a little bit since she has the ability to do the same thing. So there's the shaman. He's turned into chicken, and so as a result he's able to take a little bit more damage this short period of time which he's in chicken form. So overall, this is a good defensive skill, but it's also an offensive skill from the additional 10% damage. So, strong, not the strongest skill. I prefer other things, but it definitely is its place and can be an extremely beneficial skill when you're dealing with group play. So let's go back to town and take a look at some of the rune choices. So the first one is Hedge Magic. And so this is the healing rune, as it will heal you and all party members for 1800 life. And unfortunately I didn't see that he tried to heal me. Let's yeah, I didn't even notice that he healed me at all. He might have, but not something that I noticed. Here is where the spell actually comes in handy. So you're dealing with an elite pack, and not only can you do more damage, but he's frozen, so he's not able to hurt you, which of course is going to be the most important time to utilize this skill is in your tougher battles. So now that they're dead, let's take a look at the next turn choice. So the next rune is Jinx, which is the most popular rune by far for this skill, as it turns into a purely offensive skill, as they're able to now take 20% damage rather than just the regular 10%. So you can see that they're turned into pigs now instead, but literally it's the same effectiveness. It's just now, like I said, all enemies that are hexed take 20% damage. So, of course, the reason that this is so popular is, especially for boss fights, you're not only limiting what they can do damage-wise, but more importantly, able to do additional damage. Angry Chicken is a skill that I recommend you avoid at all costs. Rather than turning them into chickens, you're the one that turns into a chicken. You can't do anything. You can be injured. Luckily, in that battle, there was no one that tried hurting me or was able to hurt me, whichever the case may be. Now let's try this one more time. Let's find an enemy nearby. Alright, so there's my chicken. Luckily I was able to dodge the attacks, and it does some damage, but definitely not enough damage to warrant the use of the skill. So one of those corpse explosions will do more damage than the chicken does, and you're unable to attack or do anything else. And so yeah, I have no idea why this skill is even available, but definitely not a recommended rune choice. So the next one's another offensive rune. In this case, the hex target will bleed for 12% weapon damage. So this will do a little bit more potential damage. So now you see that he's actually going, well, he was going down because of my gargantuan as well, but he did take some damage. And again, another offensive rune choice, but compared to Jinx, not as effective in my opinion. Unstable form. This does a significant amount of damage if you're killing enemies while they're hexed. So the odds of this triggering significantly is not going to happen all that often. So let's take a look at this. So, and I didn't even see anybody hexed in that standpoint. So let's take a look at one more time. Alright, so he's turned into a chicken, and I didn't see an explosion or anything, but he was the only guy left, so there is not a significant area of effect with this skill. And my chicken was the last guy to survive, so this was not a very good example of showing, but it does take some additional weapon damage. So if you're dealing with small packs, then it's beneficial, but this skill really shines when you're dealing with larger enemies and larger packs, which is the reason that I do not recommend any rune choice other than Jinx. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thanks guys.